I've got eyes on the captain. Got another tango. Eyes on the prisoner's location.
This is a lot of trouble for a rebel comms guy.
Chalk it up as a favor to the rebels. We can always use their good graces. Let's just make sure the prisoner's in one piece.
¿Qué chingados esperas? ¡A partir de la madre con todo! ¡Vamos a enseñarles quién manda! ¡A ver, cabrones! ¡El ejército acerca! ¡A partir de toda su pinche madre con unos buenos cañonazos!
Santa Blanca commendation. Those Sicarios will be missing this.
But you must do yours. Do not support Bakatari and his rebels. the old days, the miners made sure to leave offerings to El Tío down in the tunnels. Little things, some tobacco or a handful of coca leaves. Sometimes, if the men knew they would be working a shaft that had an evil reputation, they would pour out cups of Singani over the stones, so El Tío would leave them be. The year I turned 25, I was working in a mine near Huayna. It was old and deep. The timbers were rotted and its veins were nearly dry. Times were hard. There was so little coming out of the mine that people barely had enough to eat, much less feed El Tío. We had been working in the deepest part of the mine for many weeks, and the tunnels had begun to shift and ground. I knew that El Tío was hungry, and that something bad was going to happen. So my brother and I went into the hills one night and killed a llama. That morning, before I went down into the mine, I painted its blood on the entrance as an offering to El Tío. The cave-in happened later that day. 1 minute I was working, the next, I was...
Didn't expect a dam this big out here.
Yeah, the locals use it for irrigation. Seems like overkill. I reckon somebody was optimistic about agriculture in Bolivia.
Who the hell are you? Our mutual friend Pakatari sent us.
Está bueno. Let's go.
Tiene un hermano. Gracias por esto. Visita para las armas. Por favor, se lo pagaremos bien.
Katari is mi señor comandante, pero I did not think he would call upon Americans just to rescue little me.
You have some technical expertise that's pertinent to our current mission. We're gonna hijack DJ Perico's radio signal.
No mierda. My wife loves that guy's show. I keep telling her, hey, he's...
Compa, thank you again.
This broadcast could be a greater victory than any of us realize.
Or it could change nothing. Carajo, don't worry. I will get it done, and then we shall see. Adios, pues.
Stay tuned to Santa Blanca Radio. If all goes to plan, you'll hear Pakatari's speech before you know it.
Hoo-ah.
We're hearing Pakatari's broadcast all over the country. DJ Perico is already a fool.
In the old days, the miners made sure to leave offerings to El Tío down in the tunnels. Little things, some tobacco or a handful of coca leaves. Sometimes, if the men knew they would be working a shaft that had an evil reputation, they would pour out cups of Singani over the stones, so El Tío would leave them be. The year I turned 25, I was working in a mine near Huayna. It was old and deep. The timbers were rotted and its veins were nearly dry. Times were hard. There was so little coming out of the mine that people barely had enough to eat, much less feed El Tío. We had been working in the deepest parts of the mine for many weeks, and the tunnels had begun to shift and ground. I knew that El Tío was hungry, and that something bad was going to happen. So my brother and I went into the hills one night and killed a llama. That morning, before I went down into the mine, I painted its blood on the entrance as an offering to El Tío. The cave-in happened later that day. 1 minute I was working, the next, I was alone in the darkness. I could hear my friends moaning and crying out in pain, cut off by tons of earth and rock. One by one, my friends fell silent. I sat in the dark and listened to them die. And then it was my turn. A smell came into
But now Sueño looks like...
How do you measure the reactions we get anyway?
When they're not busy taking selfies, my social media team monitors online trends. Hashtag DJ Perico is already getting the funniest gifs. Bowman out.
Our rebel tech is getting cozy with Bowman.
This is a lot of shit to go through just so Pat can give a speech on the radio.
Ramon Feliz, blogger, academic, internet journalist. All he ever wanted was to tell the truth.
Influence, the fine art of persuasion, the winning of hearts and minds, the grabbing of the short hairs and holding on. Santa Blanca, smart fucks that they are, figured it out. It's not enough to control the events. You have to control the story. El Cardinal, a true believer in Santa Muerte. If you're trying to influence people, it's an advantage to have God on your side. In this case, the skinny lady, the White Sister, the saint of holy death, Santa Muerte herself. Because, let's be honest, there's some things even God won't do for you. El Cardinal, he's on the radio, TV, live appearances, concerts. If El Sueño controls the population through bribery and fear, El Cardinal holds them with something much more powerful. Their souls. How would you like to avoid eternal damnation? Well, luckily, all you have to do is support the Santa Blanca cartel, and you will. On the other end of the public-private scale is Ramon Feliz, the narco-blogger. Don't let the quiet demeanor fool you. He's the SB's social media maven. He's their digital game. A tragic case, Feliz. He used to be a serious journalist, trying to expose the cartel for the psychotic, sociopathic dirtbags that they are. But they turned him. Now, he cranks out SB propaganda like his life depended on it. For his blog, for Twitter, YouTube, Facebook. If you're not into El Cardinal, you're into Feliz. They get you both ways. These two are the yin and yang of the Santa Blanca influence machine. The sacred and the profane, the public and the private, the heart and the mind.
I suspect Bowman wants the rebels to feel like this is their op. Shit, they're the ones getting the credit for it
Anyway, let's keep moving.
Perico and the cartel are pretending that nothing happened, but that rebel broadcast did a lot to inspire the locals. The word from Pakatari is that people are lining up to join the fight against Santa Blanca.
Let's hope it was the right play. I get nervous when any player in the game gets too strong.
Afraid the socialists are gonna get too big for their britches? Such a Cold War antique.
This is the CIA agent in Latin America. We're moving on. Be in touch soon.
You made it. I'd like you to meet my team. Or what's left of them.
Sorry.
The unit had hunted them down using an advanced surveillance drone. A drone built with tech given to them by that engineer Daniel.
This is not Bowman's fault.
Of course it is. Her and CIA. They've been protecting that weasel while he leaks tech that gets our men killed. Good men. I'm sending these boys home for the last time, but I'm not leaving Bolivia until someone pays.
This whole situation blows, but before we start handing out payback, let's see what the hell this meeting is about.
Y'all are ghosts. Top-tier operators, the quiet professionals. Bravest of the brave, tip of the spear. All that in a bag of chips. But even a bad motherfucker needs help once in a while. Good thing for you. I'm a ghost too.
farms everywhere. How the hell are we supposed to find the right one in all this?
Think I just let that engineer go without being able to find him again? I put a tracker on his ass. Did it before I handed him off. You just follow the signal. It will lead us right to him.
Shit, he's dead. Looks like they've got the area surrounded. This could be an ambush. Bowman might be in trouble.
I'm picking up the signal from the tracker. It's coming from my house. It's over there.
Right smack in the middle of those Unidad soldiers. We have to get moving. Bowman ain't here.
But Daniel sure looks cozy with those culeros.
Think this is trouble for Bowman?
Sure shit ain't good news.
Oh, shit!
You son of a bitch. Got another tango.
Estoy viendo una patrulla de soldados yanquis. Fuego sobre ellos. A todas las unidades, comiencen el ataque.
You've got one chance to get this next question right. Where is Bowman? Where is Karen Bowman?
Oh, unidad took her. I sold her out to them. Lo siento. I had no choice. They would never let me leave the country without her. Por favor, I just want my family.
Where did they take her?
MOB Jaguar in Flor de Oro. Please. I'm telling you, I had no choice. I am not meant for this kind of thing. I'm just an engineer.
Mind if I step in?
He's all yours. He was an American.
Yeah, that's right. He sold out his country. Now we need to find Bowman before Unidad breaks her.
You're concerned about Bowman now.
I don't give a shit about Bowman. I care about protecting the information in her head. She knows about my family. She know about yours? See, that's the kind of information Santa Blanca likes to use. You know what I mean.
Let's go. She has to say for herself. Finding Bowman's gonna be difficult. Don't suppose you put a tracker on her, too?
I don't put those on just everybody. Don't worry.
start snooping without any of these hombres catching sight of us. We don't want to alert them and put Bowman at risk.
I'll check out the northern outpost. You take the main base.
Got it. Give a holler if you find any sign of her. That HQ?
They expecting visitors, or are they just paranoid?
If they're flexing their muscle, it's working. Should have brought a bigger rifle.
Great. Mortars. Sniper up in the tower. Sniper, top of the tower. Sniper up in the tower. I can't see squat. The drone's being jammed. Sniper, top of the tower. Spotted one with submachine guns. Frag.